Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you about how much money I made during my first 3 weeks of Uber and Lyft driving. I've been getting that question quite a bit, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video about it.
All right, before we talk about week one, I will say that it did take me about 2 weeks to get the background check processed and everything for Lyft and Uber. I started the process first for Uber, so the first week will only be earnings from Uber predominantly, and then Lyft a little bit at the end. So it's not really a full week driving for both of them. It's mainly Uber the first week. I'll bring up a graphic here, and you can see I worked a lot. I worked 41 hours in 33 minutes for Uber, did 107 trips, made $968. And the way I operated was whenever I get a call for one, I would turn the other app off. So in other words, I would have both apps on while I was waiting for a call for a ride. And then as soon as I get a call, I would turn the other one off. So when you see that hour and 25 minutes of booked time for Lyft, that needs to actually get added on to the one for Uber. And it's kind of interesting. The balance or split is not 50-50 between the two. Since then, I've noticed that some days one will really dominate the other. So some days I might get $5 only from driving for Uber, and I'll get $100 driving for Lyft rather. And then some days it's vice versa. I'll make just the opposite. I'll make $50 in one and $5 in the other, or 200 in one and 25 in the other. So what I would just say about that is that it really pays to drive for both of them. You probably would not want to just drive for one of them. You want to drive for both. Another thing I'll say about week one is that week one was atypical. That Thursday night was Halloween, and there were a lot of parties that I ran people around to. Thursday nights are typically busy here, but not nearly as busy as Halloween. And then the Friday and Saturday were also special. Friday night was the night before homecoming, and then Saturday was a homecoming football game at the local college. So it was crazy busy. It was also Dad's Day and Dad's Weekend at the fraternities. So I wish every weekend was this good, but they're just not. So this first week is special. All right, I'll bring up week two now. And week two was a little bit more typical. There was nothing extra special about that week. I did work a few less hours, as you can see it, and I also was fully vested driving for Lyft, so I did get a few rides with them as well. All right, and finally week three. You can see I made $474 for Uber during a driving time of 28 hours, or actually online time of 28 hours and 19 minutes, and then Lyft another $208 and 53 cents, and an additional 6 hours and 36 minutes. Week three was much more typical, I would say. I took off Wednesday and most of Sunday, which are the 2 days that I try to take off. So I was trying to make $500 a week, and I was able to do that pretty well. Next, I'm going to bring up a summary spreadsheet. All right, here's the summary spreadsheet. You can see that I made a grand total of $2,471.06 over 117.3 hours. And that came out to $21.07 an hour, which isn't too bad. Now, keep in mind, of course, this is just my gross income. I probably spent $50 to $80 in gas a week. So, probably $200 to $300 in gas. So it would have went down slightly. I also increased my auto insurance by $50 every 6 months. So that's a little bit of expense. And I added on an iPhone charger for my car and a few things like that. But still, I made probably over $2,000. Of course, that's not taking into account wear and tear on the vehicle either. But anyway, that gives you guys some sort of an idea of what you could make driving for Uber and Lyft. I live in a town about the size, the total metro area population is about 500,000, just to give you an idea. It's several towns combined in the central United States, just to give you an idea.
Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hey, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button.